back to another edition of Footwear Recap. We're talking about legendary and overlooked shoes from yesteryear. And as you can see, got a green and blue box. So let's just go ahead and jump right into what today's shoe is. Today's shoe, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nike Shox BB4. Alright, now these were released in 2000 and made really famous by Vince Carter when he jumped over Frederick Weiss in the Sydney Olympics. He was wearing this shoe, albeit not this colorway, but still this shoe. And this was a part of three originally introduced that introduced the Shox technology. So there were three of them. You had the BB4, which was the basketball shoe. You had the R4, which was a runner. And you had a cross trainer. I think it was the RXT or the RXT4. So those were the first three. Getting into a quick review. Now with this particular colorway, you've got leather and suede comprising the upper here, and I turn it this way so you can see how the leather wraps around, and then you've got the blue big rand that goes around on this side. And different colorways will have different materials. This one is leather and suede. The original colors, which I'll show you in a second, the upper was all leather. Some of them, the rand here will be like the nubuck, and this one, zoom in, as you can see, is a blue suede there. Materials, of course, were nice. It was early 2000s, and these were meant to be played in. We're good. Performance standpoint, this is actually a pretty solid performer for that time, and you saw a lot of people at various levels playing in this shoe. So it was definitely, it got the job done on court, although I will say that these columns, particularly with first generation BB4s, would start off a bit hard. They would soften a little bit once you broke them in, but I think it was just how the foam in them was tuned. Now future generations of Shox-based footwear, particularly basketball, the columns would not be tuned quite as hard. They would be tuned a little differently depending on the position that they were meant for, but not really as hard as these were. Now, normally I don't do this, but I want to show you the inside of the box because I just think this is really neat. Now this is the first colorway that was released, the black, silver, and the blue here. And it gives you some information about the shoe and talk. It does P-back. Okay, good. And then it gives you a breakdown, very similar to the flight cards in the Air Jordan 3 that have come out over the past couple years. Gives you a breakdown of the upper, the zoom in that's in the forefoot, a breakdown of the Shox columns and the P-backs moderator plate and all that stuff. I think that's pretty neat because I'm a sneaker technology geek. So that was pretty neat there, and I like reading about that. But the BB4 has been re-released a couple times. I think the last time was in 2007, 2008. I was retired then, so I missed out whenever they brought them back. I'd love to have the first colorway again. That was my favorite one. This is a shoe that oftentimes I think gets overlooked, which is why it's on Footwear Recap, particularly with shoes around that time. But I definitely think it is one that definitely needs to get more love and have its rightful place among shoes, not only of that period, but all time. Groundbreaking in some ways. But the Shox BB4 is today's shoe on Footwear Recap. So appreciate you taking the time to check out the video. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on the BB4 or what other shoes you would like to see featured on Footwear Recap, or just what you like to see featured on the channel. you bring it up, and I'll do my best to make it happen. But I do appreciate everyone watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is your man, Air Jordan 14, signing off. Everyone, peace, love, and soul.